More incoming!
Excuse me, Oka. What exactly are we doing all this for? Is it a ritual to keep monsters away?
I don't think that's quite right, actually.
We're doing it to take advantage of the dungeon's nature. I only recently learned about this myself, but destroying the terrain causes the dungeon to focus its attention on repairing itself first, meaning it will stop spawning monsters for a brief time.
Oh, you're coming into your own, Belle. And you're really taking charge. You're the one who defeated the most monsters, too. Deep down inside, I always knew that you were something special. But now it's like you're something else altogether.
I agree. Level 4 adventurers are in a whole different league.
Yes, I think so as well. Even the way you move is different from the war game. Sorry, don't know how to put it.
His moves are certainly sharper. Is that what you mean, Cassandra?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Truly incredible.
Gosh, thanks you guys.
Okay, enough chit-chat. Everybody get back to work on the double.
What's got you worried? Is it me?
It is. I sensed you had a very difficult time when it came to the situation with the Xenos. I became concerned that you couldn't fight against monsters anymore after that. And well, I must admit seeing you fight on the way here was a surprise.
I decided that being a hypocrite was the only choice.
You are just a hypocrite!
Those who are vilified as hypocrites, they are the ones who have the makings of a hero.
Defeating other monsters in order to save the Xenos. It may be morally wrong, and some people may speak ill of me because of it. But it is what I need to do. It is the only way.
I understand.
So what's with the long face, huh? I don't see any reason to be so concerned. He's gonna be fine.
Look, I realize that. But Master Bell is different now, you know? He's more dependable than before. Yet at the same time, something's off. I can't help but feel like he's drawing farther away from me.
That doesn't change what a supporter should do. You just have to keep chasing after him and providing the assistance he needs. Isn't that right? I'll be up in the front, right by his side. Actually, I'm gonna work to outclass him. And whatever you're gonna be doing, try not to get left in the dust.
That will not be a problem! I'm his supporter and the best dang partner he's ever had! You hear me, Master Wells? I would never let a loser like you get the better of me!
Now that's more like it. Okay, that'll be enough of that!
Beat it!
This kid's presence is having a positive influence on the party as a whole. He's not just pulling them along with his strength. He's encouraging them and making sure they all share the same commitment, which stimulates their growth. Well, look at that. That makes you a real hero, Belle Cranel.
Let's dig in!
Everyone, eat as much as you like. There's plenty of extra helpings to go around.
I'm sorry that you have to eat all by yourself over there, Belle.
Oh, no worries. Food's still good.
I asked Lady Aisha for some help. We added medicinal herbs and fruits that grow right here in the dungeon. Have to say it turned out tasty.
Yeah, it's a unique flavor, but I like it. Don't think I've ever had anything like this before.
No ingredients like this in the Far East. The dungeon food tastes kind of weird.
Master Oka, you should be praising the cooks for their work instead, particularly Lady Chigusa.
No, Lily! Don't concern yourself with me!
Pardon. While the food is quite delicious, aren't you kind of concerned about using too much water? Oh? I've had experiences like that before. Running out of water mid-expedition, and being forced to turn back after coming so far.
There are a number of springs around where we can get water, even more if we proceed further down. And we don't have to worry about different factions like the Apollo Familia stealing it. They won't be anywhere near us.
I suppose if you say so.
Quit bringing up all the problems. Don't be such a downer.
I'm not being a downer. I'm just being real.
I have to say, this feels very strange. We're washing dishes in the middle of the dungeon.
Right. It almost feels like we're still back at home.
It's hard to believe we've made it all the way down to the 24th floor. And we did it so fast. I doubt we would have made such quick progress without Master Bell in our party. He's something special.
I was overjoyed. When Master Bell came and asked us to join the expedition so that we could grow stronger together. I mean, I'm still just a novice sorcerer. But I wanted to prove useful to him. Though I do worry that I may be a hindrance to you and the others.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh?
Come what may, I fully intend to protect you with my life, Lady Haruhime.
Oh, Mikoto.
I made sure to prepare. Master Takumi Kazuchi put me through some really rigorous training, let me tell you.
What do you think? Is Hakugen easy to use?
It's the absolute best. Honestly, I was stunned by how impressive it is. It can cut through even the toughest of monsters like they're nothing.
Well, yeah, I did use a unicorn horn to make it, after all. And Lil Bit gave me a nasty tongue lashing for it, too. Says I shouldn't give you any preferential treatment. All done. Okay, now let's see your other one.
I'm trying to get used to wielding Hakugen, so I haven't been using the goddess's knife much at all.
I figured. But it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
Say, Welf, what's it made of? I assume it's probably mithril?
Yep. Not only is it easy material to work with, but it also has high magic conductivity. It's one of the best ingots you can get. But even though it transmits magic well, that doesn't mean it can be magically empowered. The blade will actually disperse any magic that you try to imbue it with.
So it has high magic conductivity, but it can't store any of it.
You've done even better than I expected. Your orders were pretty precise, and not a single person doubted them. It's just like I figured. You're perfect for a strategist.
That really means a lot, thanks. I owe it all to you for teaching me what I needed to know before we left.
Only one problem.
Huh?
We're entering the lower floors where we don't have any experience. That makes it harder to predict what'll happen, and the strategist needs to take the worst possible scenarios into account.
Worst possible scenarios?
Mm-hmm. The dungeon is a cruel tyrant. There are going to be times when you have to be heartless. That being said, I think you can make level-headed decisions.
I still felt an awful sense of foreboding even after I woke up. And no matter what I say to Daphne, she just won't believe me.
Oh? Was your nightmare honestly that horrifying?
I saw this very creepy green moss that grew and spread all over everything. It's definitely a sign of bad things to come.
It's going to be okay. No matter what happens out there, I know our party can handle it.
But Chigusa...
Just relax. Try to get some sleep. We all need our rest, don't we?
Sure.
It's time for a shift change.
Oh, doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Miss Aisha, thanks for helping us. I'm glad that we have you on this expedition.
Happy to. We're close, you know, just a stone's throw away from the passage that leads further down. We'll be launching our attack on the lower floors tomorrow.
So soon.
Our success depends entirely on you. If you bite the dust out there, the whole party will follow suit. The next part of the dungeon is an entirely different beast, Belle. So listen, you need to be ready. The further we go down, the more clearly you will come to realize just how brutal the dungeon really is. Belle, cranel, are you truly ready to step foot into that kind of world?
Until the deepest level of the dungeon is conquered, coexistence between humanity and the Xenos is impossible.
I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't afraid. But still, I really want to keep pressing onward.
That's the face I like to see. It's even better than before.
So this is the 25th floor, the Water City.
So here it is, guys. The Great Falls.
That humongous waterfall continues all the way down to the 27th floor. There's basically no chance of survival if you fall, so watch your step.
I definitely will.
So, anybody know how far this path goes?
It says on the map, we'll be reaching a side tunnel shortly. After we enter, Lady Aisha said that things will return to the usual maze layout.
Is that the spot where we came in?
Everything's so huge it screws with your distance perception, huh?
There's so much water in here. I have to wonder where it all ends up going. I know that the dungeon is pretty vast, but it feels like it would overflow, right?
From what I understand, most of it eventually flows into a lake outside of Arario. And I heard that long ago, aquatic monsters actually expanded out into the sea through that route.
Well then, if that's the case, there must be monsters lurking in these waters as well.
I would think so.
Okay, everyone, it's time to review our mission. The items we need to retrieve are 10 shells from blue crabs, along with 3 fins from aqua serpents or 30 fangs from raider fish, or if we aim for rare monsters, then we just need 1 mystic crystal from the carbuncle. If we choose resources, we need to gather 1,000 grads of azure stone. As for the expedition itself, we've already made it as far as we need to for the floor requirement. I don't think it's necessary for us to push any further to the 26th floor.
I agree with that. Everything has gone smoothly so far, but we should take things slowly.
For sure. For the rest of our expedition, I suggest we use the campground from yesterday on 24 as a base. Then each day, we'll come down here to gradually explore the 25th floor. Master Bell, does that work for you?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
Notice there are rapids that run across various areas on this floor. Although we're equipped with the Undine Cloth to help protect against water-based attacks, it's best to exercise caution. Now, I don't want to be a cheapskate about it, but aside from Lady Aisha, we've prepared supplies and equipment for everyone, including the Undine Cloths, plus a newly made Goliath robe. And not to mention an extravagant amount of rare items that Master Welf brought to craft new gear. Needless to say, it ended up costing us a really hefty sum. Remember that! You're going to have to work extra hard on this expedition and help us recoup the cash that has been spent to get here in the first place. To be blunt, anyone who lets themselves get defeated by monsters is just wasting precious time and money.
She scares me.
Well, provided that our expedition ends as planned, we should easily be able to earn that and then some. We have company.
Blue crabs!
Ugh, I've never seen a crab walk like that.
There's no time for talk!
That was easy. We already have 2 blue crab shells. What a fantastic start!
Gotta say, that was kind of anticlimactic for our first battle on the lower floors. Shouldn't let it go to our heads, though.
It's crazy. There really is water flowing just about everywhere on this floor.
Remember that it's not the water you have to worry about. Please, I already told you to be careful near the edge, didn't I?
Right. I'll watch my step.
It really does move fast. Falling in would send you downstream in no time.
That is part of the problem, but the real danger comes from the monsters. Spend too long treading water and you'll be eaten after becoming their plaything.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good at all.
All of the water that flows on this floor is connected to the Great Falls. Even if you manage to escape the monsters, you'll almost certainly be smashed into a bloody pulp if you fall into the basin.
Oh, it's terrifying just thinking about it.
Aquatic monsters obviously have the advantage when underwater. We'd have no hope of putting up a fight against them.
Also, I cannot stress this enough, but do be very wary near the water's edge.
Well, what for exactly?
Nicely done, Mikoto. You'll be just fine protecting that bungling little fox on your own.
I swore to her just last night that I would keep her safe, no matter what happens to come at us.
Mikoto, you saved me!
Thanks.
Hey, look over there, Belle.
Is that what I think it is? Undercoral? I remember in the field guide that this is the only place it can be found.
That's right. Saw it once when I paid Goddess Hephaestus a visit. I think it would make for a good weapon. Any way we could snag some?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Master Wolf. We just saw firsthand what kind of threat the water here poses. There's too much risk in trying to cross it just for that.
I bet we could sell that undercoral for a small fortune. Oh, wow. There's actually an underpearl stuck inside it.
Okay, fine. Just hurry across and get as much as you can.
You're ticking me off a little bit.
I wasn't expecting the two of us to get saddled with fetching duty.
Well, we don't have any specialists like a thief or a scout in our party. Whoa, look at that! There really is an underpearl in here.
Wonderful job, Belle. You're the best. Now let's get moving, everyone. Don't get too greedy.
Rich coming from you.
Sure thing. On our way.
Oh, nice somersault!
That was a crazy move you used back there.
It's a martial art technique that Lord Takumi Kazuchi taught me before we left. I must say that it certainly came in handy.
Sweet. This is some high-quality stuff.
You're not joking. This alone could fetch upwards of 3 million Valis.
Oh, you know what? You could get 3.5 million with some smooth talking.
Did you say 3.5 million Valis? I love these expeditions. The lower floors are the best!
Lily, your eyes are kind of freaking me out.
Now it's really starting to feel like an expedition.
I sure hope Bella's doing okay down there. They say the middle and the lower floors are worlds apart. I wish I could have given him more info. Quests like these are really on the rise lately. Search parties looking for missing people on the lower floors. If I remember right, Mr. Luvis and Mr. Dormal were also headed for the lower floors to perform a search. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I hope that it's nothing serious.
We're still on the same floor, but the terrain keeps going up and down. It's such a bizarre layout.
And it feels like we've walked pretty far in.
It's dangerous for us to get too deep on our first day of exploring. Let's get ready to turn back after a little more progress.
Good point. We still haven't even gone halfway through the established route.
What? An adventurer?
Sure seems like it. But there shouldn't be another Familia down here on an expedition. At least not one that overlaps ours.
I recognize him. It's Luvis.
Get ready. He's acting strange.
Help me.
No, you don't! reading all my moves! This thing is different than any monster we've ever fought before. Wait a sec. Is it enhanced?
Don't go in too deep!
Backup's on the way!
No, please don't! You need to run! Don't attack it! Don't get hit!
Lady Chigusa!
Wait, it ran away?
Chigusa! Hang in there, Chigusa!
It's the moss from my dream. It's going to overtake everything.
Next time, Parasite.